On Jefferson Boulevard in the Oak Cliff. I'm down the street from where I grew up. I grew up towards Fort Worth Avenue, Davis area, near Sunset High School. And just look at this beautiful area of Oak Cliff. Jefferson Boulevard, absolutely beautiful. And this is just the hood, man. And it's a lot nicer than it was, because back in the day when I was growing up, it was a little more scary. We had some gang activities, some hoodlum activities. You got the Tapatio still there, which was an awesome restaurant that was still around from back in the day and is still here, mad chilling. And you also obviously have a bunch of bridal and quinceañera vibes and all the stores around that area, but they're doing so much work here. And I will say this, it's kind of freaking odd to see, because the neighborhood you once knew is disappearing. Where you grew up is becoming no more. It is changing and becoming something different. You know, it's no longer what it once was. And at the time it was beautiful and scary and traumatic for a lot of people that have lost friends, that have lost family members to gang violence, drug overdose, alcohol abuse. And honestly, that can happen in any neighborhood. Oak Cliff wasn't one of the baddest of the bad neighborhoods. It was just a regular hood. And a lot of people have suffered here, and there's also been a lot of beauty here. That is the tension we hold as humans. So while the place may be changing, I still love this place. My parents bought a home here in Oak Cliff and still live in that house. It's the house I grew up in my entire life. I lived there for 19 years. And again, it was closer to Sunset, in between Davis and Fort Worth Avenue. And beautiful memories, man. I mean, make all your friends there. I got hit by a truck when I was 12. I was introduced to alcohol and marijuana and opioids at the age of 12. And I lost friends to gang violence. That's what happens when you're in some rougher areas and you don't have a lot of resources. We get bored, and kids resort to doing some crazy things when the parents aren't around, or they don't have parents, which is a reality for many people. So that is the Oak Cliff that I know. The Oak Cliff I know had struggle, it had its pain, and there was also so much beauty and blessings in the midst of it all. And now it's a little odd. There is still a lot of gorgeous gems here. People rocking it out. It still has that Latin flavor. And of course, Oak Cliff is massive. You also got South Oak Cliff. I think I'm closer in the West Oak Cliff area where it's very Latino, but it is still beautiful and there's lots of gems. But then you go down to Bishop Arts, which we'll show you in a little bit, and it is just totally 100% different and way more gentrified. You have these little boutique cocktail bars, these little Italian restaurants. There's a club called Lady Love where you can go dance to some like old school music, but they have house music. I'm like, what are we doing? Don't get me wrong, I've had some fun there. And Oak Cliff is changing. The heart of it is still here though. There's a lot of beautiful people here, including my parents who have been here since the 80s in the same house that they bought. And now every person is trying to pull up, knocking on the door, asking, can we buy the home for 6 times more than you paid for back in the 80s. So I'm just walking down. Some of these buildings have been here and stayed the business that they have been forever. But we have my little flower girl over here. I think that's literally her. She's walking out. I made a video on her. I love her. I'm not gonna go bother her and creep her out with this camera. She's been here since forever. Her and her son have a little flower business and it's beautiful. And we got here, I'm on the back end of Jefferson Boulevard, and you have some clubs now. You got Bad Habits, which I have been into. A little boring, not great. You have this house here that looks like they've upgraded the windows, but I wonder if they're just gonna tear it down and then make like a really big business. And then there's a bar up ahead called Barbers that is like a whole vibe. And just so you know, it's actually a private club. That's the only reason they can stay open past 2 a.m. in the neighborhood. So says the general manager that I spoke to. Not sure if that was real, but that is what they claim to say. They're a private club, but you know, everyone can come in and have a drink, which is cool, which is dope. So we'll keep walking. I'll show you a little bit of the Jefferson vibes, and then we'll pop into the Bishop Arts area. which again, I love, I do have fun. It's just different. One of my favorite things to do was always ride my bicycle with my friends. We would ride some fixed gear bikes. We would custom make them at the crib. I mean, what does that even mean? That means we would buy a frame for like from an estate sale, add some dope wheels on it, and make it a good vibe. But I want y'all to check out at this record store, look at how sick this Selena mural is, giving the love and respect. Selena, huh? Yeah, it's just such a vibe. Such a cool little mural we have right here on the Jefferson area if you wanted to pop in. And then there's the classic little charcoal broiler right over there. The steak ain't great, but it's cheap. It's very, very cheap. So here's the top 10 records. It's a really cool record store where they have a lot of cool Tejano music, rock, hip hop, all the cool stuff. You got a little Zaman Cafe. This is definitely new. Obviously it's been here for a while, but new compared to the whole Oak Cliff scene. It's not even a smoke shop, it's smoke and CBD remedy. It's just bougie, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a couple things that are different. You got a nice little tattoo shop with some American traditional tattoos. That's crazy work. You wouldn't have seen that a couple of years ago, you know what I'm saying? But you got Saints and Sinners right there in Bishop Arts. There was a old school bar that was Trade Winds right there on Davis, but that bar is no longer there. That was there when I was growing up. There was another bar on the corner of that area called Tito's, and I was too young to experience them. But things change, right? Little panaderia, you can hop in here, and there is still a lot of cool Jefferson flavor, if you will, in the area. Look, get your little quinceañera just también, huh? Look, foto y video, huh? Serving the Spanish clientele out here in these streets. I love it. Now, one place I actually still haven't been to is this theater. I believe it's called the Texas Theater. I'm probably getting the entire name wrong, but I still haven't been there. It looks gorgeous, has that old school vibe. I mean, look how cool this is. Look, you can come here, see some dope music, watch a dope movie. I mean, look at the cool sign right here. Yo, that is fire. One thing you can absolutely depend on though is you come out here, there is a barber on every corner. With the barber shop on every corner, you best believe you could get a haircut. And there's a lot of people out here getting their fades every other day, once a week. Listen, it will come in handy having this many barber shops. Does it get a little repetitive when it comes to the tourism? Sure. Is the hood being taken care of with the haircuts? Absolutely. Now, one of my favorite things to do growing up that I don't recommend to some people who aren't comfortable or, let's just say, socially aware enough in certain environments is going through alleys. Alleys was one of my favorite things to go through, whether it was my skateboard or on my bike with the homies, because you get to explore the background of the buildings. Now, have we been chased by pit bulls that were loose? Absolutely. There was a literal epidemic of loose pit bulls growing up all the time. We were always running from pit bulls. Could you get into a fight with a homeless person that tries to shank you for money? Of course you can. But what's the fun in not having a little fun and doing some exploration, huh? And also, if you know, you know, little sports club back here, hop through the back, huh? Just be careful, okay? This is the beautiful Jefferson that I know. It's the explorative one with mom and pop shops of people who came to live the American dream, settle in Oak Cliff, start their own business, and have the whole family working there, whether if it's panaderia, a quinceañera dress shop, if it's a taqueria, who knows. But you just gotta respect the love and labor that some folks put out here in these streets. So now that I've shown you just a little bit of Jefferson, obviously what I'm showing is just a very small amount because I gotta go home, but I was in the neighborhood for work and I said, I wanna pull up. Let me take you to Bishop Arts and show you what it looks like if you haven't visited, and if you're already an Oak Cliff native or a native of Dallas in general, you'll see it is a lot more different in the sense of the vibe and the aesthetic, because it's a lot of people, from the most part. There's still some mom and pop shops there, but from what I've seen, it's people that got some bread and they open up a pretty pricey spot, whether if it's a restaurant or a pricey cocktail bar or a pricey boutique shop where it might cost $80 for one t-shirt. Who's buying that? Not me. This was $15. So now what I wanted you to see, this is a clinic. It says Clínica Hispana. Back in the day when I was a kid, if you know, you know, this place was ran by literally one Asian doctor. I don't know where he was from. I could not pronounce his last name. Dr. N. I don't know how to say it. That dude has saved me multiple occasions. One time I stepped on a very, very rusty nail. Even no one could take it out at the crib. Homeboy took it out in literally 2 minutes. Saved me, gave me a tetanus shot. I cried. It was great. And that dude just meant a lot to me. So that little doctor vibe was awesome, because I remember every time I'd go for my little yearly checkup when I'd get sick, homie kept the nail. I'm like, hey dog, is giving murderer? What you got intel on me? Past evidence? It's just jokes, okay? What I'm saying is it was pretty wild, because every time I pull up, he'd be like, hey, look at this nail I took out of you. Good times. But now we are entering the Bishop Arts area. Let me turn this around. We are on Davis. Look at the apartments. Huh? There's a Hot Works here, player. A Hot Works? Bruh. I would have expected hot tamales out here in Oak Cliff, but we got a Hot Works? An Indigo Child? I don't even know what that is. What's in there? Voodoo? Oh, a girl getting her hair done. But look at all of these apartments. Truly, life has changed. And I have traveled a lot in the past year for work between Los Angeles, New York, Miami, and the same story goes in any other major city. Things get gentrified. People come in a rougher area and they build to a more an expensive clientele where some of the hood people cannot afford. Okay, people with minimum wage and below, even in the poverty line, there's no way they're going to afford that restaurant. So we're going to keep going now. Then eventually everyone leaves. And that's just the whole system. Okay, that's how it goes. That's life. You know what I'm saying? And that's life out here. And what I have seen, though, with Bishop Arts is it has been a consistent place where, yes, there is expensive restaurants, but you still have some classic affordable hitters. You got Cafe Brazil that's been there forever, and Lockhart, you could split a meal with somebody. That's just a staple, okay? It's expensive because it's barbecue, but what are you gonna do? It's absolutely delicious. And of course, the place where I only get my tattoos, Saints and Sinners, out here on Davis. Truly amazing. But look at all these white people walking, huh? Like, what are we doing? I'm happy for it. Like, I'm glad y'all are here. I'm just saying I'm just saying I'm perplexed at how crazy life moves. It's crazy to see a neighborhood change is all I'm saying. It's just crazy to see. But shout out 7 Mart. Been there for literally ever. And then you got this little audio and video store. I know the gentleman who works here. I met him at Dallas Baptist Church in downtown Dallas when I was working a gig for videography, and homeboy was there. You got Taquerias LCI, where it's a hit or miss on the feedback. People either love it or they hate it. What are you gonna do? The fact that this co-working space used to be a common desk, and now it's an E-Crate, then it was a her. When I tell you they've been running through that business like crazy. They've been running through that business. Things have changed. So Bishop Arts, tons of bars, a lot of cool spots. Hunky's, it's an Oak Cliff classic. Go check it out. Absolutely awesome. And then something that happened on Davis that is pretty crazy. This is actually a good restaurant. I couldn't even believe they would come out here to Oak Cliff, but it makes sense because of Bishop Arts. The Old Monk is here now. Y'all know the Old Monk out there off of 75? Yeah, they got one in Oak Cliff. That's pretty wild. And then, of course, you got Davis Street Espresso, a legit coffee shop ran by an Oak Cliff native, a Latino himself. Absolutely amazing. Bros out there killing it, and you can get some incredible coffee. And no, they ain't got no Wi-Fi because they want you to talk to people. So Yeah, this is where my heart breaks a little bit. You know, we've had friends and people that have lived here, and now it's just, you know, everything's torn down to be this. Yeah. There's a lot of tension to hold because you're happy that the neighborhood is becoming safe. You're happy that the gang crisis has tremendously lowered. And you're sad because, like, dang, this neighborhood was my childhood, and it is changing. So you got the little park over here where we used to play back in the day. Oh my God, it's a great park too. You go down there, there's just so much to explore. And then of course, this part of Oak Cliff has always been here, next to like the Stevens Park area. You got all these bougie homes now, huh? We got the rich white folk out here hanging out. And now it's not just rich white folk. Anybody rich out here, because people walking out in the American dream. So it's cool, man. It's cool. And what I will say, as somebody who has lost many friends to gang-affiliated murders, drug overdoses, addictions, all of it, I'm happy that that is lowering. It is still a crisis in all hoods and all over America. But for my little neighborhood, Oak Cliff, I'm glad things have cooled down, is what I'm saying, comparatively to what it was previously back in the day. So I know these videos can be a little trickier to hold because people have their opinions on how they feel towards the gentrification and it not happening, and it is happening and all that. Man, I hold space for it. I see you, I love you, and as an Oak Cliff native, a homie who grew up for 19 years before he moved out, I love this neighborhood with my whole life. I love it, and I'm glad that a lot of my homies are still alive, and rest in peace to all the ones that we lost. Life with life. So blessings to you all. That was my little exploration of Oak Cliff. I was in the area and I said, yo, I gotta pop out and I gotta show some of this Oak Cliff history, just a little bit of love from my perspective. I'm not an expert. I don't know nothing, man. I ain't no historian. I'm not a perfect researcher or a legitimate journalist. I'm just sharing my experience. So I hope you guys all have a tremendous day. Blessings to you. Go live it up. And yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Peace. Like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Hector Alejandro Guerrero. I love making these videos from my heart. I'm a creative at heart and at mind and soul. So if you like it, hop on for the journey. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.